Divorced and looking to start over, your new life starts here. If you're divorced and possibly lonely, or wondering just how you can ever find a good and decent woman, then you're certainly not alone. In this video I'll show you that happiness can be found at any age. You just have to have belief and the drive to make it happen. Looking to date a Filipina, or already dating or married to a Filipina? I use my experiences around my relationship with my Filipino wife of 6 years, as well as my professional experience as a qualified relationship counsellor for over the past 10 years. Are you after resources, tips and information for a successful relationship with your Filipina and to maintain it well into the future? No problems, just take a moment to subscribe and press the bell icon to get all our future videos, and I promise you'll never miss out again. Divorce can be certainly a very difficult time for many men, especially as we get older. Younger people seem to bounce back and be more resilient or adaptable around divorce. Perhaps us older people have always truly believed marriage is forever. So when divorce comes calling our name, it is hard to accept, and from that hurt we may put up many barriers to keep people out so we can't be hurt again. We may also, as a result of divorce, be bitter towards women because we always thought we would remain married forever, and as such we start to convince ourselves that all women are the same. But if we stop and we think rationally for a moment, we will know that all women are not the same, and very possibly even the woman you were married to wasn't all that bad. After all, you married her in the first place for a reason. Being terribly hurt can take away all the positives and cloud our judgment and thoughts. As I say, this is mainly to protect ourselves from being hurt again in the future. How often have we heard a man say, "I will never let a woman do that to me again"? I know I've certainly said that in the past, and at that time I certainly meant it. But if I'd kept that mindset, what would I have missed out in life? What would my life have been like after divorcing at age 49? I mean, I still, hopefully, would have had many years left. Would I want to spend the rest of my years alone because I was frightened of being hurt again? We're all different, and perhaps staying single for some people will make them happy, and that is certainly fine. But for me, I believe we're meant to share all of life's experiences and adventures with that someone special. How often does something good happen in our lives where we can't wait to tell that special person who will share in our excitement and our success? I certainly know what it's like to feel excitement about something good and not have that special person to share it with. It's a very hollow feeling. Everyone who divorces at some point has the decision to make, either to stay single or to try again, and hopefully we're a little wiser in who we marry and choose as our partner. Whether we want to marry again or stay as partners with no marriage is up to each of us, but it's certainly great to have someone to share things with, and a person who can be your best friend and companion through life's journeys. For those that choose to find a special person, where is it that you start this process? I mean, it is something that no one has ever taught us how to handle or what to do in this situation. It's really not as complicated though as one may think. We just need to make the decision if we wish to be alone forever or we don't. For many people may choose to be alone forever at the start of the divorce, but as time goes on, they start to change their thinking as the hurt from the previous relationship lessens and the loneliness or emptiness starts to kick in. The natural desire to be with a partner to share experiences with and to fill each other's needs will amplify as we go forward in life, and this is where for many they will start to lower the walls or the barriers they've built to protect themselves from ever being hurt again. You see, we as humans are not meant to be isolated. We are meant to be with a special person to share our life with because it's in our DNA. It's who we are. We're made up that way. Some may try and fight it, but in the end it will always win out. Our desires are so strong that the desires will suppress the previous hurt we've felt. We may never forget, but the hurt certainly lessens as our desires grow stronger. If you're anything like I was and middle-aged or older, and you may have had one or two failed marriages or long-term relationships with women in your country, then you may be rather disillusioned with those women. And that is fine. I'm not saying that all women in your country may not be marriage material, because I'm sure there are still many good women there, but perhaps if you're like me, you may be looking for a woman from another country who may have more values similar to your own. I know what attracted me to the Philippines and Filipinas, apart from their beautiful looks, was the fact many have what I would call old-fashioned values. Filipinas believe in relationships and they work hard on them. They believe in their family and they're fun-loving and very caring. These were some of the traits and values that drew me to find a Filipina, as I struggled to find a woman in my country with such qualities. Once I started my search for a Filipina to get to know and find out more about, I started to see the difference and just how many Filipinas had much the same values as me, and I could easily see how a Filipina could be very compatible with me for a successful relationship. It just made perfect sense. And so I spent more days, weeks and months chatting and video calling this Filipina I found online. The more invested and interested I became, and I could really see a future with this woman who now has become my wife for the past 6 years. I can honestly say for the first time in my adult life I am fully content in life and in our relationship. This was the best decision I've made in my life. Was I lucky? Well, who knows? And will this be the same outcome for others? Possibly so, but maybe not. Nothing is guaranteed, but what I do know is that I've seen so many men married to Filipinas for in excess of 20 years, and I see plenty of YouTubers in the Philippines happily married as well. Over the past 2 years I've had many men on my videos comment and say the same thing, and that is finding a Filipina was the best thing that they've ever done. So there really are many success stories out there, and I'm sure there are many really wonderful Filipinas out there who you can have an amazing relationship with right now. But you have to be the one to decide if you want to break down your barriers and be done with all the hurt in order to give yourself the chance to find happiness you deserve. The choice simply is yours to make. If you'd like more information about being married to a Filipina, then be sure to check out my playlist where I have over 50 videos on the card appearing on screen now. Feel free to like and share the video, subscribe and press the bell icon for future videos. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your support. Take care and bye for now.